Hello everyone, welcome to Math Facilitator. In this session, we shall discuss the solutions of exercise 1.2 of class 8. Okay, so the concepts of this chapter we have discussed very clearly in the earlier videos. Do check out that video too by clicking on the I button. And now let's get started. So the first question of exercise 1.2 is represent these numbers on the number line. So the first number is 7 upon 4. Okay, so you have to represent 7 upon 4 on the number line. Clear? And the next bit of the same question is minus 5 upon 6. Okay, so let us do these two bits now. So as we have already discussed in the concept video, the denominator always tells you in how many parts the unit distance has to be divided into, right? So what is the unit distance? Now suppose if this is a number line, okay, and we start from 0, okay, 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? So the distance between 0 and 1 is called unit distance. Okay, the distance between 1 and 2 is called unit distance. That means unit distance is nothing but fixed distance, right? So the numbers are marked at fixed distances. Okay, that means these distances are equal. Clear? So now I told you that the denominator always represents the number of divisions, the number of parts this unit distance should be divided into. Okay, so here the denominator is 4, which means this distance, okay, between 0 to 1 you have to divide it into how many parts? 4 parts, okay, because the denominator is 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and this is the fourth part. Clear? And again 1, 2, 3 and this is the fourth part. Okay, so what did we do? We have taken a number line, okay, represented numbers on it, and we have divided this distance, this unit distance into 4 divisions. Why? Because the denominator is 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and this is the fourth division. Clear? 1, 2, 3, this is the fourth division. Okay, and now let us consider the numerator. Now numerator is what? Numerator is 7. Okay, which means from 0 you will count 7 parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is nothing but 7 by 4. Clear? So how will you do this? Firstly, you will draw a number line, okay, and you will mark the numbers on it. Clear? And then you will consider the denominator. Okay, so the denominator tells you in how many parts you have to divide this unit distance. Okay, since denominator is 4, you are dividing this distance into 4 equal parts. Clear? Likewise, between 1 and 2 also you are dividing into 4 equal parts. Clear? And now the numerator tells you how many parts you have to take it into consideration. Okay, so it is 7, so you will take 7 parts into consideration. Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so this 7th part is nothing but 7 by 4. Clear? So this is one way of doing this. As you can see, this is improper fraction. Okay, so improper fractions, they are always greater than 1. Okay, proper fraction always you will find between 0 and 1. Okay, improper fractions are greater than 1. Clear? So this is improper fraction, so you have moved beyond 1. Okay, so the other way of doing this is, now this 7 by 4, if you convert it into mixed fraction, what do you get? So it is nothing but simply 7 divided by 4. Okay, so 4 ones are 4 and subtracting remainder is 3. Okay, so 7 by 4 you can write it as 1, 3 by 4. So 1, 3 by 4. Yes, so here by seeing this you can see this is the integral part and this is the fractional part. Okay, so integral part tells you between which two numbers does this fraction lies. Okay, so since integral part is 1, so between 1 and 2 this number you can represent this rational number. Okay, so since the integral part is 1, you are taking the distance between 1 and 2. Okay, now see what is the denominator here? Denominator is 4, so between 1 and 2 you will divide it into 4 units. Okay, so let us do it here. So this is the number line 0, 1, 2. Okay, now you have converted it into mixed fraction. Okay, and you have seen that the integral part is 1, which means now this lies between 1 and 2. Clear? So now the next step is you will consider the denominator. Denominator is 4, which means this distance you will divide it into 4 units. So 1, 2, 3 and this is the 4th. Okay, now consider the numerator. Numerator is what? It is 3. Okay, so you will consider 3 parts among these 4 parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the point we want. So this is 7 by 4. Clear? 7 by 4 is nothing but 1 3 by 4. Okay, so directly you can follow this method or this method. Okay, whichever is comfortable for you. I suggest you to follow this method so that there is no confusion. You don't have to convert it into mixed fraction. Okay, so if you want to use the second method, you have to firstly convert the given improper fraction into mixed fraction so that you will know between which two numbers this fraction lies. Okay, so the integral part tells you between which two numbers does it lie. Since it is 1, you are taking between 1 and 2. Okay, so and then you will consider this fraction. You will just mark this fraction here. Okay, so this is 7 by 4 is nothing but 1 3 by 4. Clear? So I suggest you to take this method, okay, because it is simple. So you can just count from 0. Okay, so 7 by 4 you will consider the denominator. Denominator tells you in how many parts should each unit distance be divided into. Here it is 4 parts. Okay, so after dividing into 4 parts, what will you do? You will just consider the numerator. Numerator is 7, which means you will take 7 parts out of this. Okay, so you will start counting from 0. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Clear? So second one, let us do it very quickly. So let us draw the number line. Okay, but here you can see you have minus 5 upon 6, which is a proper fraction. Okay, numerator is less than the denominator. Clear? And you have negative. Okay, that means you have to come to the left of the number line. Okay, so let us mark here it is 0 and let us take this as 1. Okay, since it is proper fraction, I already told you that proper fraction always lies between 0 and 1. Okay, in this case it is negative integer, so it lies between 0 and minus 1. Clear? So now the next step is the denominator tells you into how many parts this distance has to be divided into. Okay, so how many parts will you divide? You will divide this distance into 6 equal parts. So 1 2 3 4 5 and say this is the 6th part. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6th part. Clear? And numerator tells you how many parts you have to take it into consideration. Numerator is 5, so 1 2 3 4 5. So this is nothing but, this point is nothing but minus 5 upon 6. Clear? Since this is a proper fraction, numerator is less than denominator, it lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so if you have an improper fraction like this, then you will go beyond 1. Clear? So since it is negative rational number, we have come to the left on the number line. Okay, so left of 0 you have negative integers, so you have taken 0 here and minus 1. Clear? Moving on to the second question, you have to represent minus 2 upon 11, minus 5 upon 11, minus 9 upon 11 on the number line. Okay, so the similar problem. Okay, so firstly you will draw the number line. Clear? So here you can see all these are negative integers. Okay, that means let us take negative integers. Okay, so I am marking 0 here and I will go to the left side. Okay, so here you can see minus 2 by 11, 5 by 11, 9 by 11. All these are what? They are proper fractions, which means the numerator is less than denominator. Here also numerator is less than denominator, numerator is less than denominator. That means all these numbers lie between 0 and 1. Okay, since they are negative integers, they lie between 0 and minus 1. Okay, so I am taking in this way. Okay, since all these are proper fractions, all these fractions lie between 0 and minus 1. Okay, now denominator tells you into how many equal parts should this numerator be divided into. Okay, so it is 11. That means you have to divide this unit distance into how many parts? 11 parts. Okay, let us do it now. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and this is the 11th part. Clear? So now you have to mark minus 2 by 11. Okay, so numerator tells you which part you have to take it into consideration. So from 0 you will start. Okay, be careful, from 0 you will start. Okay, not from here. Clear? So from 0 you will count 2 parts. Clear, since the numerator is 2. So 1, 2. So this is nothing but minus 2 by 11. Okay, now let us represent this number minus 5 by 11. Okay, so there are 11 parts here and you want which part? Fifth part. Okay, minus 5 by 11. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is nothing but minus 5 upon 11. Okay, next you have minus 9 upon 11. So let us count again from 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is nothing but minus 9 upon 11. Clear? Moving on to the next question, you have to write 5 rational numbers which are smaller than 2. Okay, so you want rational numbers which are smaller than 2. So let me take this on the number line. Okay, suppose this is the number line. Okay, so you have 0, you have 1, you have 2. Okay, so let us also consider negative integers. So you have minus 1, minus 2 and so on. Okay, so you want rational numbers which are less than 2. Okay, so always we have learned that to the number, if you take any number to the right side of this, you will have greater numbers. Okay, all the numbers which are to the right of 2 are greater than 2. Okay, so all the numbers which are to the left of 2 are less than 2. Okay, so here you will find lesser numbers and this side, the right side, you will find greater numbers. Okay, so which numbers you want? You want the smaller number than 2, right? So you will move to the left side. Okay, so simply you can take any number of rational numbers which are less than 2. Okay, so here to make it simple, let us take this way. Okay, so here you have in between 1 and 2 you will have 1 and half. Okay, in between 1 and 2 you will have 1 and half. Between 0 and 1 you will have half. Yes, between 0 and minus 1 you will have minus half. Okay, between minus 1 and minus 2 you will have minus 1, 1 by 2. Okay, so in this way you can take number of rational numbers. Okay, so let us consider this. So you have 1 by 2 which is less than 2. Okay, because it is to the left of 2. Okay, smaller. So this 1 by 2 you can write it as 3 by 2. Yes, so again you have 1 here. Okay, 1 is also a rational number, you can consider that also. You have half is also a rational number, 1 upon 2. Then you have 0 is also a rational number, right? And you have minus 1 upon 2 which is also a rational number. Similarly, you can take minus 1, but since you need only 5, these are enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are enough, right? So these are the 5 rational numbers which are lesser, which are smaller than 2. Okay, you can take any rational number. There is no hard and fast rule that these are the only 5 rational numbers which are less than 2. Okay, so you can see there are many rational numbers, just that I am considering these 5 numbers. Okay, moving on to the next question, you have to find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 2. Okay, so the given numbers are minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 2. Okay, so here you can see that these two fractions are unlike fractions. Okay, the denominators are not same. Okay, they are different. Okay, so the first step is you will equate the denominators. Okay, that means you will convert these given fractions into like fractions. Okay, so how will we do that? So 2 upon 5 and you have 1 upon 2. Right, so let us multiply and divide this rational number with 2. Okay, so let us see what happens. Okay, and let us multiply and divide this rational number by 5. Okay, now multiplying and dividing by the same number will not change the value of this fraction. Yes, you know it, right? So this is equal to, now this is nothing but 2 2s are 4 and you have a minus sign by 5 2s are 10. Okay, and here you have 1 5s are 5 and 2 5s are 10. Right, so here you can see now you have equated the denominators. That means you have changed it into like fractions. Clear? So now see, so you have changed the unlike fractions into like fractions by multiplying and dividing each of these rational numbers with the other rational number denominator. Okay, here you have minus 2 upon 5, so you multiplied and divided by this denominator 2. Here you have 1 upon 2, you have multiplied and divided by this denominator 5. Okay, so that you will get the equal denominators. Clear? The next step is you have to insert 10 rational numbers between these two. Now let us just see whether we can insert 10 rational numbers between these two numbers. Okay, so here you have minus 4 upon 10 and 5 upon 10. Okay, so between these two numbers you will have minus 3 upon 10, minus 2 upon 10, minus 1 upon 10, 0, 1 upon 10, 2 upon 10, 3 upon 10, 4 upon 10. Okay, so that means you have only 8 numbers. Okay, you have 5 upon 10 here, so we'll stop only till 4 upon 10, so you have only 8 numbers, but we need 10. So what shall we do? We shall multiply each of these numbers with 2. Okay, multiply and divide them by 2. So minus 4 upon 10 into 2 divided by 2. Okay, and 5 upon 10 into 2 divided by 2. The value doesn't change, right? So here you have minus 8 upon 20 and this is nothing but 10 upon 20. Okay, so let me represent here. So here you have minus 8 upon 20, so in between you will have 0. Okay, here it is minus 8 upon 20 and you have 10 upon 20. Clear? So now just see, between these two numbers you can insert 10 rational numbers very comfortably, right? So in fact there are more than 10 rational numbers. Clear? So let us write them here, list out them. So the 10 rational numbers between minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 2 are. Now why am I taking these two numbers? Because these two numbers itself we have converted into these fractions, right? So let us write this. So let us write the numbers. Okay, so let us come back. Okay, so I am not taking the negative numbers so that to avoid some confusion. Let us take the positive side because you have plenty of positive numbers here. So before 10 you will have 9. Okay, so 9 upon 20 you will have, then you will have 8 upon 20 and so on, right? So let us write it here. So it is 9 upon 20, then you will have 8 upon 20, then you will have 7 upon 20, 6 upon 20, 5 upon 20, 4 upon 20, 3 upon 20, 2 upon 20, 1 upon 20. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so after 1 what do you have here? You have 0. 0 upon 20 is nothing but 0, right? So these are the 10 rational numbers between minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 2. Okay, you can also take the negative numbers too. Okay, there is no harm, it is completely alright. I am just taking the positive numbers because some of you might have confusion in taking these numbers. Okay, since they are negative, some of you might have confusion, so I am taking the positive side. Okay, so if you want to take the negative side, you will take here before minus 8 you will have minus 7, right? So it is minus 7 upon 20, minus 6 upon 20 and so on. Okay, you will take 10 numbers in that way. Clear? So this is how you insert 10 rational numbers between the given two fractions. Okay, firstly you will convert them into like fractions. Okay, so after converting them into like fractions, just check if you can directly insert the required number of rational numbers. In this case you cannot, because as you count you can find only 8 rational numbers, okay, with the same denominator. So what are we doing? We are converting it into equivalent fraction, nothing but multiplying it by 2. Okay, so now you can see you have many rational numbers and we have inserted them comfortably. Moving on to the next question, you have to insert 5 rational numbers between these two fractions. Okay, so here also you can see that these are not like fractions, they are unlike fractions. Okay, so let us firstly convert it into like fractions. How do you do that? So you have 2 upon 3 and you have 4 upon 5. Okay, here the denominator you have 5, so let us multiply this whole thing by 5. Okay, multiply and dividing by 5. Okay, here you have 3 as the denominator, let us multiply and divide it by 3. Clear? So this is the easiest way. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into 5 gives you 10 divided by 3 5s are 15. Okay, here it gives you 12 divided by 15. Okay, now here you can see 10 upon 15 and 12 upon 15. You have only 11 upon 15 in between, right? So but you want 5 rational numbers, so what is the next step you do? So what I suggest is, I'll tell you a method, you will follow that method. Okay, so what it is? So the required number of rational numbers are 5. Okay, so how many rational numbers you want? You want 5 rational numbers. Okay, so what shall we do? We shall multiply and divide these two by 6. Okay, so this method always works. Okay, you don't have to even check for the rational numbers whether they are fitting or not, like in the earlier case we have done. So you don't even have to check, always this method works. Okay, directly you can just close your eyes and follow this method. Okay, so the required number of rational numbers are 5. Okay, so you will multiply the given fractions, the rational numbers, with one more than the required number of rational numbers. Okay, that means you will multiply and divide by what? You will multiply and divide by 6. Okay, that means one more than the required number of rational numbers. Okay, let us do, it will be clear for you. So 10 upon 15, you will multiply and divide by what? By 6. Now why did I take 6? Because you want 5 rational numbers, we will multiply by one more than the required number of rational numbers. Okay, suppose in some case if you want 10 rational numbers, then you will multiply the given rational numbers by 11. Okay, so one more than 10 is 11, so you will multiply the given fractions, the rational numbers, by 11. Okay, suppose you want 8 rational numbers. Okay, so you multiply and divide the given rational numbers by 9. Got it? So nothing but you will just check the required number of rational numbers and you will multiply the given rational numbers with one more than the required number. Okay, in this case you want 5 rational numbers, so I am multiplying by 6. Okay, so here also 12 upon 15, let us multiply and divide by 6. Clear? So why did I multiply by 6? Because I want 5 numbers, I am multiplying by 6. Clear? So this is equal to 10 into 6 is 60 by 15 6 are 90. Okay, so here you have 12 6 are 72 by, this is again 90. Okay, now you don't even have to check, you can directly insert rational numbers. Okay, you will definitely get the required number of rational numbers because we have followed this method. Okay, so the required number of rational numbers are, so here you can see after 60 upon 90 you have 61 upon 90. So 61 upon 90, 62 upon 90, 63 upon 90, 64 upon 90, 65 upon 90. Only 5 we need, so I am writing only 5. Okay, you have others also, so you can consider whichever you want. Okay, so I am just taking 5. Okay, but remember that whatever rational number you consider, that must be between these two numbers. Okay, not beyond that. Clear? So I have taken 5 rational numbers. Now the next bit of this question is, the given numbers are minus 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3. Okay, so firstly let us convert them into like fractions. Okay, the same steps. Okay, so minus 3 upon 2 and you have 5 upon 3. Now this you will multiply by what? By 3. Okay, and this also will multiply and divide by 2. Okay, now see, minus 3 into 3 is minus 9, by 2 3s are 6, and here you have 5 2s are 10, by 3 2s are 6. Okay, now in this question you can see that directly you can insert rational numbers. Why? Because just by looking, here you have 0, here you have 10, here you have minus 9. Okay, that means there are many numbers between these two numbers. Okay, minus 9 and 10. Okay, now in this case I am simplifying it, I am not writing the denominator, which does not mean there is no denominator. Okay, so this is minus 9 by 6, and between 10 by 6 you can see there are many numbers. Okay, so between 0 and 10 itself you can find many numbers. Okay, but we need only 5, right? So by that we are just, I am just taking the numbers. Okay, without going to the next step. Okay, so therefore the required number of rational numbers, I can take it directly because you can sense that you can write them directly. There are many numbers between minus 9 by 6 and 10 by 6. Okay, between, let us take the original rational number minus 3 by 2 and 5 by 3 are, so you can take any number of rational numbers. So let me take the positive side again so that there is no confusion. Okay, and let me do it this way now. So after 0 you have 1 by 6, you have 2 by 6, yes, so on 10 by 6. Okay, so I am taking this, so you have 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6. Okay, and so on. Okay, since you want only 5, I consider only 5. Okay, you can take the negative side also, no harm, right? Moving on to the next bit of the same question, you have 1 by 4 and 1 upon 2. Okay, so here also you have different denominators. Okay, unlike fractions, firstly let us change it into like. Okay, the given two numbers are 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. Okay, so this you will multiply by 2 and divide by 2. and this you will multiply by 4 and divide by 4. Clear? So here you can see 1 into 2 is 2 upon 8, 4 2s are 8, and 1 into 4 is 4 upon 2 into 4 is 8. Okay, now between 2 upon 8 and 4 upon 8 you can see there is only 3 upon 8 here. Okay, so there are no 5, there is only one rational number, okay, with the same denominator. So let us convert it, okay, using this method which I just told you. Okay, so the required number of rational numbers are how many? 5. So you will multiply these two fractions by 6, okay, multiply and divide by 6. Okay, since you want 5 numbers, you will multiply and divide by 1 more than the required, that means 6 numbers. Okay, 6 number. So 2 upon 8 into 6 divided by 6. Okay, 4 upon 8 into 6 divided by 6. Okay, so here now this is 2 6 are 12, 8 6 are 48, and this is 24 divided by 48. Okay, so this is 12 upon 48 and 24 upon 48. Now you can see 13, 14, 15, 16, there are many numbers, right? After 12 you have 13 upon 48, 14 upon 48 and so on till 24 upon 48. Okay, so we can comfortably write it. As I told you, this method applies for any rational number. Okay, you don't even have to check whether you are able to insert them or not. Okay, so the required 5 rational numbers between the two given rational numbers are, so what are they? So after 12 upon 48 you can write 13 upon 48, you can write 14 upon 48, 15 upon 48, 16 upon 48, 17 upon 48. I hope you have completed 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we'll leave it here. But still you can see there are many more. Okay, from 17 till 24 you have many rational numbers. Clear? So moving on to the 6th question, you have to write 5 rational numbers greater than -2. Okay, so similar question we have done. Okay, the 3rd question we have written numbers which are smaller than 2. Now you have to write rational numbers which are greater than -2. Okay, that means you will have 0 here. Okay, -1, -2, here you will have 1 and 2. Okay, so you want numbers which are greater than -2. Okay, so that means we will consider the left side of the number or right side. You will consider the right side of the number. Okay, so as I told you, the right side always has greater number. Okay, as you move to the right side of the number line you will find greater numbers. Okay, so you want greater number than -2, that means you have to move to the right. Okay, now similarly between -1 and 0 you have -1 by 2, here you have 1 by 2, yes, and so on. Okay, similar question to 3rd one. Okay, so let me consider here. So the rational numbers which are greater than -2 are, okay, so you will write the rational numbers which are greater than -2 are, so you can take -1 also. -1 is also a rational number, right? You can take -1 by 2. Okay, you can take 0, you can take 1 by 2, you can take 1 and so on. Okay, so the rational numbers which are greater than, I have chosen 5 rational numbers which are greater than -2. Moving on to the next question, you have to find 10 rational numbers between these two numbers. Okay, again the same method. Here again you can see there are unlike fractions, you have to convert them into like. Okay, so the given numbers are 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 4. Okay, so multiply and divide by what? By 4, and here you will multiply and divide by 5. Okay, so this is nothing but 3 4s are 12 upon 20 and this is 15 upon 20. Okay, now see between 12 upon 20 and 15 upon 20 can you insert 10 rational numbers? Not possible. Okay, so we shall follow the method which I told you. So what is it? So 12 upon 20 you will multiply and divide by what? The required number is how much? The required number of rational numbers are 10. Okay, so you will multiply and divide these two numbers by 11. Okay, 1 more than 10 is 11. So 11 by 11, and this also you will multiply and divide by 11. Okay, now simple, you will just multiply and write the fraction and you will insert the numbers. Okay, so do along with me. Is 132 divided by, you have, this is 20 into 11 is 220, and here you have 165 divided by 220. Okay, so between 132 upon 220 and 162 upon 220 you can insert 10 rational numbers very easily. In fact there are more, but we will consider only 10. Okay, so therefore the 10 rational numbers, write along with me. Okay, I am not writing the sentence, I want you to fill it. The 10 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 4 are, can you tell me? After 132 it is 133 upon, what is the denominator? 220. 134 upon 220. 135 upon 220. 136 upon 220. 137 upon 220. 138 upon 220. 139 upon 220. 140 upon 220. 141 upon 220. 142 upon 220. I guess we have completed 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so these are the 10 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 4. Okay, so what are the steps we have done? Firstly, we'll convert the given rational numbers, given fractions into like fractions. Okay, so by multiplying it with the other denominator. Okay, multiplying and dividing by the other denominator. Okay, so after converting it into like fractions, then you can see you cannot insert 10 numbers here. So the method is, since you want 10 rational numbers, you will multiply and divide these two numbers by 11. Okay, so this number by 11, multiply and divide by 11, and this rational number also will multiply and divide by 11. So the final fraction, whatever you get, you can comfortably insert 10 rational numbers here. Okay, so we have taken. So this brings us to the end of this session, and I hope you enjoyed solving exercise 1.2 along with me. If yes, then give this video a big thumbs up. Then what are you waiting for? Also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any notification whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.